Good morning, everyone. I'm covering for Robin this week. You had the pleasure of Katie last week. It's my turn this week. Unfortunately, I don't have any pets that I can share with you, like Robin's dogs and Katie's cat. However, I'm sure you'll see if you look over my shoulder, I have a cow called Daisy that I spend most of my days with, where she keeps popping her head in through the window to keep an eye on what I'm doing. Anyway, here's the update for the week. Obviously, COVID-19 continues to be a key area of concern for each and every one of us, both in respect of the business, but on a nationwide basis. Despite the easement that we are seeing on a national basis, we know that there are a number of key areas within the country that are hotspot areas for COVID-19. Leicester at this minute in time is probably at the epicentre of that. Whereby we know that a lot of shops are now closing, schools are back closing, key facilities are closing down until they get on top of the increased numbers of positive tests that are evident. And we understand latterly that was 99 within the last couple of days. So it obviously is a key area for concern for the local authority in Leicester. We operate in Leicester. However, I'm pleased to say that nobody's been affected in any of our services in the Leicester area. On a national basis for us in relation to people that are affected, we still have 18 residents that have tested positive for the virus and 8 staff that have also tested positive. However, I'm pleased to say that we're right at the back end of that now, whereby people will shortly be coming out of isolation, and we are hopeful that most people will make a full recovery in respect of our residents, and most of the staff are shortly due back at work. So fingers crossed, things will start moving in the right direction. We've had no more updates this week in respect of cases that have been coming in through the COVID inbox. So all things being equal, hopefully we are on top of it. The key learnings, I think, as always, are that we ensure that we maintain the PPE principles, the sessional use within all of our care homes. We haven't changed that guidance at all. That continues. So please ensure that you do maintain the principles of PPE wear. And also the other principle around social distancing. Obviously, the government are advocating that can be down to 1 metre if you have mitigating circumstances, such as a face mask. And there are a number of other pointers that we've already advised via our COVID-19 update. So please be careful out there, guys. You need to ensure that you maintain all the principles that we've advocated and continue to do so through our daily updates or twice weekly updates now. That is going to carry on for the foreseeable future, not least because of these areas that are flaring up now at local levels. And we know there are another 36 areas throughout the country that are being highlighted as areas of concern for Her Majesty's government. On an additional point in respect of COVID-19, a lot of people have been asking around the antibody testing. We've provided some information in relation to that this week, based on what HMG and PHE are advocating. It is now available on a national basis for both residents and our staff alike. However, there's still a few concerns about where we can tap into that. Our advice is that if your managers can contact your local infection control teams, they should be able to point you in the right direction as to where you can ascertain a test from. One thing to be mindful, though, in relation to the test is that even if you have the antibodies, it's still in its early stages and we don't know whether it protects you at this minute in time. We know that viruses, as a general rule, you have immunity once you have contracted the infection. However, if you use chickenpox as an example, chickenpox, they say once you've had it, you won't get it again. However, it is the herpes zoster virus, and we know that in adulthood, that can change and still attack the body, the central nervous system in particular, and is known as shingles, and that can be quite nasty. So on that basis, I think we still need to be wary of it, that if we have got the antibodies, we don't know how much that protects you from the COVID-19 virus as we go forward, because this virus will find ways of mutating and affecting each and every one of us, because that's its job. Pleased to say that we've got a new engagement officer joining the team on Monday, Georgia Stabler. That'll be going out in the post today, with any other information in relation to new starters from June. We are going to try and organise some video chats for people so we can say hello, or these new individuals can say hello to the team, obviously because you might not see them for a few weeks until there's more easement. So hopefully that'll be a nice way of people to introduce themselves to you. It's been payday this week, and obviously we had a number of issues around pay and in relation to people accessing payslips. If you have any concerns and you haven't been able to ascertain your payslip, please email the payroll@valorumgroup.com, or should I say payroll@valorumcaregroup.com. Again, this will be made available on the app, so please look out for that. Another point is refer a friend scheme. Obviously, we are keen to get our staffing numbers to the highest levels that we can. We know that we're living in an area or a point in time whereby recruitment hasn't been the easiest thing, not least because of the face-to-face interviewing. However, Teams has been an absolutely fantastic medium for us to ensure that we can maintain a recruitment process. And remember, guys, if you can refer somebody, there's a bit of cash there's a bit of cash there for you. All you need to do is pop on the app, have a look at it, get thinking about those people that you think would make a difference to the business, and recommend those friends, and you could have a few bob in your bank. On a final note, in relation to the app, so a big thank you to Katie and Connor for how they've pushed it, and all you guys out there that are constantly talking about it and sharing it with the workforce. We've now hit over 1,000 users on the app. So still a few more to go, guys. That's probably about 50% of all our workforce. But if you can continue to push that, let's get those numbers up to 1,500 and then go for the big push towards the 2,000 mark, because we employ approximately about 2,000 people within the business. There's not much more I'm going to say at this minute in time. Hopefully that keeps you in the loop in respect of the things that are ongoing at this minute in time. But as I say, the key things that we need to still be mindful of is COVID-19. I'm conscious that our residents still don't have full access to their families, and we haven't changed the visiting protocols. We're still on a lockdown in respect of that, other than the opportunity to meet with a relative in the garden area. That isn't the easiest thing to do at this minute in time, because the weather hasn't been that fantastic this week. Last week, we know we had a bit of a heat wave, and then it's been a full 180. This week, but hopefully over the next few days we'll see a little bit of brighter weather, and hopefully we can all benefit from that. We can have a relaxing weekend, recharge those batteries, and be ready to go again next week. So that's all from me at this moment in time. If you've got any questions, please stick them on the app, please email. There are plenty of ways of getting in contact to everybody, but keep safe, have a fantastic weekend, and look forward to seeing each of you next week. Thank you.